we started, it was about 3 years ago. I met Marcia Neal at the National Association of School Music Dealers Conference. And at that time, Marcia was talking about what she had done in Clark County with mariachi music and the impact that it had on the number of students that were participating in their school music programs. And during her session, she played a little video of their mariachi ensemble performing. And I mean to tell you, I watched that and I was like, we got to do this in Iowa, because there's so many students that aren't participating in music that could have an opportunity through mariachi music. So Marcia and I met then at that Midwest meeting about 2.5 years ago, talked about how we could get this going in the state of Iowa, and we decided to launch it 2 years ago. This week at IBA, we hosted a session, and there were 18 directors that showed up. And we committed, West Music committed, any director that wanted to go to Marcia's mariachi training session in Vegas in the summer, we would scholarship 2 of them, just so we could get it going here in the state of Iowa. Well, we were really fortunate that Patty and Ruben drank the Kool-Aid, as we say, and they attended that summer's workshop. And 2 years later, well, at IMEA in May, they brought their ensemble to perform, and it was simply amazing. I mean, it was an emotional experience for all of us. What was even more emotional for me was today I walked into rehearsal, and the number of participants has, I think, doubled since May. I don't know. These guys are going to give you more details on that, but they sounded great, and you're going to be able to experience that today, and that is super exciting for us. So I'm going to turn it over, I think, to Ruben and Patty, who are going to tell you more about it. If you want to learn more about how West Music can help you get a mariachi program going in your school music programs, please see, I'm here, Steve, Sarah, we're all, and Lauren is here somewhere. See us after the performance, and we'll be glad to work with you to get a program going. So over to you, Jay.
Hispanic population in Denison. Our school is approximately 67% Hispanic K-12. And when Ruben came to Denison 4 years ago, he saw, he was, I'd really like to try this. And at first it was like, okay, whatever. But, it was like,
which says a lot to my idea.
I do. But, for our population, and the reason he wanted to do it was to give these students another avenue. These students are all involved in band, so they it's not band as a prerequisite. But there's only 2 of us, so these students are all involved in band, and we wanted to give them another avenue to express themselves. And with the upcoming population, we felt it was just a great avenue to take, and it was one that was needed in our community. And so went to the session, and I happened to be busy with the middle school, all Iowa Middle School Honor Band at that time, and that night he said, Patty, you want to go to Las Vegas? I said, sure. Not knowing anything. And here we are. And I'm going to turn it over to Ruben and let him get the kids playing.
So I wanted to do mariachi. It was popular in other areas of the country, and I'll have Marshall talk about that a little later. But I searched for a year, and I couldn't find somebody in the Midwest. I wanted to call somebody and say, how'd you start it? I couldn't find anybody. And I had about given up. And we got the conference program 2 years ago this week, and it said, starting mariachi, and I went, if I've ever seen a sign in my life, this is it. So I went to that clinic. You're going to have to excuse me. I get very emotional talking about this group. So this has been our pride and joy this last 2 years. And our expectations for this group were here, and they have way outdone that. And we both get really emotional talking about this group because they are a fantastic group of kids who have done some amazing things in our school district. And it's gone way beyond music. It's gone to our community. It's gone to making bridges between cultures. And it's done everything we wanted and way more. We started last fall, so September 2011. We got a group of 8th graders. And we were worried we wouldn't have enough students who wanted to do it. And that was not an issue. We only had so many instruments, so we started a group of 15 8th graders. They went through the year, and I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about the process. If you got the SBO magazine we handed out, there's an article we wrote for that about how we got our program going. And if you have questions, just ask Pat and I. We will talk to you for hours about mariachi. We got the 15 going as 8th graders. Word got out. We kind of got them playing a couple things. Over the summer, we transitioned them to high school. started a new group of 8th graders, and last November performed at IBA. So now they're here, and I'm going to get them playing a little bit here. These guys have been playing, and this is why it's just awesome. These guys have been playing since September 2011. I mean, except for the trumpet players, obviously. They are trumpet players from our band. The violins and the flute, thank you, Alyssa. I always forget the flute. They've been playing as a group for about a year and a half, a little more than that, and it's pretty awesome. We're going to get them playing here so you can hear. This is our high school group. We brought our beginners, and we're going to have them play a little later. This first tune is called Árboles de la Barranca, and it'll feature 2 seniors in our group, Stephanie Caceres and Rafael Ayala.